Hey everyone, Garbage here. So, there's something weird going on with lasers in first-person shooters. For example, in Halo Infinite, when I shoot the Sentinel beam, you'll see a laser beam coming out of the barrel of the gun and hitting the spot where my crosshair is pointed at the center of the screen. But that doesn't make any sense because the gun itself isn't centered on the screen, and so if a laser were to come straight out of the barrel, it should hit somewhere off-center from the crosshair. But it doesn't. So what's happening here? Well, this is actually a problem in any FPS game where you have a weapon that isn't centered on the screen, but has some sort of visible projectile coming out of it that needs to hit center. It's especially an issue with lasers because in a lot of games, they're portrayed as these bright, perfectly straight beams of light, and so it's pretty clear if a laser isn't pointing where it's supposed to. So what's likely going on in Halo is that when you fire the Sentinel beam, your camera first shoots an invisible ray from the center of the screen, checking for any collisions. And if there is, it then renders a laser beam from the barrel of the gun to the collision point, regardless of where the gun model is pointed, kind of like connect the dots. This is especially visible if you aim at something far away and then quickly aim at something nearby. In fact, if you slow down the video, you can actually see the laser jumping from the faraway wall to the nearby wall the moment your crosshair touches it. If you were to look at it from a different angle, the beam would appear to be coming out of the gun crooked, but it looks fine in first person because when you project a 3D image onto a 2D plane, like on a TV screen or a computer monitor, a lot of the depth cues get flattened out and it becomes much harder to accurately perceive distances and angles. But then there are a lot of games that don't bother with this. For example, in Overwatch, especially if you get close to a wall, you can see that the laser on Zarya's particle cannon is significantly off-center, even though the hitbox for the laser is centered. In PUBG, laser sights are attached to your weapon and will point wherever your gun is pointed, not where the crosshair is pointed. And so it'll change depending on your stance and how you're holding your weapon, basically like in real life. Same thing with Escape from Tarkov and many other more realistic shooters. Rainbow Six Siege is a bit of a unique case. It used to have laser sights with visible beams, but players found that it gave away their position too easily, and so it was changed to just a red dot projected onto whatever surface you're aiming at with no visible beam, which also happens to be much more accurate to how lasers look in real life. I'm sure there are plenty of other games that do this, I just don't know of any off the top of my head. Let me know if you've got any examples. Anyways, I hope you learned something about how lasers work in first-person shooters. If you've ever noticed anything that I've mentioned in this video, let me know about it in the comments down below. Check out my second channel and Twitch channel where I live stream most days of the week. This week we're finally going to play some CSGO again, so links to both channels as well as my Discord and Twitter down below. Like, subscribe, and bell, and as always, have a nice day.